Hey everyone, Adam with Dre Media here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Dracast LED 500 Yoga Series Flexible Panel Light. Now, I am a big fan of Dracast lights, and I have been ever since I got my Dracast LED Silver Series light a few years back. My review of that light is going to be somewhere above me, and will be linked in the description below as well. Now, recently, Dracast reached out to me and asked if I would want to review one of their Yoga Series lights, which is a line of flexible LED panel lights. So I said yes. I should say that while they did send me the light to review, I was in no way paid for this video, and all thoughts and opinions are my own, and they are based off of using this light extensively for well over a month. Now, if you want to read up on this light, I'll put some links in the description below as well. But like all of my reviews, this will be focused on the hands-on use of this light and how it functions in real-world scenarios. Now, when I first got the Yoga Series light, I was a little surprised at how large the case was. It comes with this big 18-inch by 18-inch square carrying case. It's really thin, but it is an unusual size. Included in the kit is the flexible LED panel, a power adapter that will let you use both V-mount batteries and traditional AC power options. This also doubles as the mount for the light, and then the cords you'll need to plug it in. The panel itself measures about 13 inches square, and as mentioned, is entirely flexible. The corners are a slim but sturdy rubbery plastic, the sides are made of a covered bendable wire, and then the lights are sewn into this really high quality nylon piece, which has both Velcro on the back for attaching to the power adapter and includes an attached coiled power cable. The power adapter and Velcro backing were a bit odd to me initially. The power adapter seems large and unwieldy. I was really expecting something a bit smaller, but I think it was designed really well, and after using it for some time, I can see why they made it this way. The Velcro on the back is in a few areas, one small strip here and then a larger patch of strips on this other side. Maybe I'm just missing something, but I'm not sure why there isn't just a single strip of Velcro along the outside. Either way, it's not an issue. I'm just not sure why it was made this way. Overall, you can tell just by holding this light that it is a really well-made piece of gear. Like all Dracast lights, this thing is solidly built. All the materials are high quality, from the fabric and the plastics on the panel to the metal on the power adapter. This is one of the things that really attracts me to Dracast products, is that you don't feel like you're holding some cheap piece of gear that's going to break in a few months. You can tell that these things are built to last. Now, I think the weakest point is the light stand adapter that's on the bottom of the power adapter. This thing is all plastic. It has worked really well and given me no reason to believe it won't last as long as the rest of the components, but it does seem a bit less sturdy than the rest of the light, and it certainly seems less durable than some of Dracast's other lights that have metal light stand adapters. As I mentioned, the Yoga Series light comes with the ability to utilize traditional AC power from an outlet or generator, and it has the ability to run off of a V-mount battery. The power cable attached to your light plugs into one of the two power outputs on your adapter, and then you can select battery or adapter. There is a dimmer knob on the back and a little screen to let you dial in the intensity you want. Now, this allows the light to go from 10 to 99%. I'm assuming 99% is actually 100%, but they didn't want to include a third column for the numbers on this little screen. The cord it comes with is a nice and long cord, which is a great and often overlooked aspect of lights. You won't have to worry about putting strain on the plug because the cord is hanging awkwardly off of the actual adapter. Now, you might still need an extension cord, but honestly, I haven't found myself needing one very often. With a standard 95 watt-hour V-mount battery, this light will run for over 2 hours. So with a few fully charged V-mounts, you could easily be able to film for an entire day. Now, this light is really user-friendly. Simply attach the power adapter to your light stand, connect the light via the Velcro strips, plug in the adapter, hook up your battery or AC cords, and then you just turn it on. If you need to adjust the tilt of the light, you can easily do that via a knob on the bottom of the adapter. Like most LED panels, you'll want to diffuse the light a little so that you don't have a bunch of little shadows from each of the LEDs. Now, the Yoga light has a thin layer built in that diffuses the light a bit already, but you might want to diffuse it just a little more. You can easily do this by clipping on a gel or diffusion panel to the light, or my favorite way that I've been doing this is by blasting it through a sheer diffusion panel and basically making a really large softbox. With how bright this light is, I found myself rarely using it at 100%, even when shooting through diffusion. It provides a really pleasing large soft light source as a key, and is light enough that you could easily mount it on a boom or a grip arm, or from the ceiling to act as a backlight. Now, one thing I really like about flexible lights is their flexibility, but I honestly haven't found a light like the Yoga Series light, which is posable. And by that I mean when you bend it in a certain way, it stays in that shape until you move or bend it again. This allows the light to retain a shape or position on its own without the use of other rigging. Most other flexible panels I've used are just flexible and require some additional hardware to hold their position or shape. What this means for the Yoga Series light is that you could literally clamp off one of the corners and attach it like that to a light stand. You don't need any other rigging to use this thing. Now, just because there's Velcro on the back for the adapter to attach to, you don't have to use it that way. The light has a really nice long coiled cord on the back here. Now it's probably, 18 inches or so long, but this thing will probably stretch to 4 or 5 feet. So feasibly, you could just mount the adapter somewhere a few feet away from where you need the light. Now it's also not as easily tiltable compared with other lights that have a traditional yoke. Now this isn't a deal breaker, it's just something to be aware of. It does tilt, but it's a little harder than a normal light. Because this is a soft light, you're gonna be stuck with a soft light forever. There's not gonna be a way that you can make this a hard spotlight or anything like that. This is a bright, lightweight LED panel that can be powered off of batteries. So it is perfectly suited for scenarios where you need to move around quickly between locations or setups, and could even be used on a boom or a light stand as you move the camera. I honestly think this light is for anyone looking at flexible LED light options, particularly those of us who do a lot of run and gun work, interview or testimonial heavy work, or one-man band or one-woman band stuff. It's bright, flexible, lightweight, and has multiple powering options, and it's really easy to use. All of these add up to make this a really great light to consider adding into your kit. Is it a perfect light? Absolutely not, but no light is. Now, if you want to read the specs on this light, I'll be sure to link those in the description below. If you have any questions whatsoever about this light, leave those below as well. Be sure to subscribe for more content just like this, and you can find Droid Media all over your favorite social media platforms. Thank you for taking the time to watch this review, and I will see you next time.